How we doing, YouTube? Cowboy here, and welcome back to another Lords of the Fallen strategy kill video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Commander. Now, Commander is the second Lord you will encounter in the game. Being that he's still relatively early, he's not that hard to beat, but he does have quite varied mechanics in comparison to the first Warden, and a very defensive style of play. So the first thing you have to do before you fight him is kill these two enemies. And it's important to note that there's the assassin style, that's what I've taken to calling him, as well as the big axe dude, because throughout the fight you'll summon these during a phase change and you're going to have to kill them. Now the commander has a number of attacks. A lot of them are AoE and a few that are direct damage based attacks. The first, which he should do right as the fight starts, is a shield slam AoE. So, as you can see, pulls the shield up, slams the ground. You saw a small AoE shockwave. Additionally, as the fight progresses onward, he will begin to do that attack with a, there'll be additional, kind of shields that just fall from the sky. So there's also smaller AoEs around you. He also does this sword swing beam attack when you get a certain distance from him that can be rolled through fairly easily. Personally, I like rolling either left or right with it. Here is his third attack, which is a frontal AoE cone shield blast. And the other two main attacks he'll do, one being a where he surrounds himself with a fortress and summons the two enemies, and the other a direct frontal line attack in which he does a beam with his sword that hurts quite a bit if it connects. It's not quite a one-shot, but it does do a lot of damage. Now in general, for dodging those sword waves, I would recommend rolling to the side. If you roll forward, as you saw, even though I dodged the wave, the sword was still able to hit me. Rolling to the side, they are relatively easy to dodge. As for moments of opportunity, when you're going to get in and do damage, there's three big times to look out for. One being after he is coming out of his fortress animation, which you'll see in a little bit. One during the recovery period right here, while he is doing that AoE frontal cone attack. And the third after his direct line attack, which he still has not done yet. Here it is. So you'll see he puts out his sword, shoots a little blade out. You don't want that to hit you. It'll hurt quite a bit. And here we go. Here's his phase shift as well with the fortresses. So when he does the fortress attack, you can see enemies come on out. And keep in mind that you do want to try and kill these guys relatively quick. If you wait long enough, he will eventually just fire off those shields anyway, and he'll just go after you even if they're still alive, which, needless to say, you don't want to try and fight additional guys and the boss. So we're going to kill this guy, pop rage, and this is when we're going to go to town on him. As you can see, a little bit of a recovery period there, a little bit slower on the rage, but one of the great things about rage is that you have enough extra damage that you can kind of go through the shield. Now, given on new game you're not going to be able to just beast your way through him as I am right now, the same moments of opportunity are present, such as right now after the shield slam. Obviously you want to get far enough away so that the initial shield slam does not hit you, just like right there as I rolled. Additionally, there's a small recovery period after his fortress attack, and a decent recovery period after the frontal cone AoE, and lastly when he does his frontal shield attack, where he did the direct blast that we saw earlier. So obviously I've damaged him fast enough that I've pretty much skipped phases of the fight, and I don't think, this is why I feel that two-handed with rage is absolutely broken. I feel like it does more damage than the developers intended a player to be able to do. So either way, we're going to just pop rage, kill him right here with a heavy attack, because I'll go through his shield anyway. No, you're dead. But all in all, he is still early in the game, so he's not that hard of a boss. But those mechanics can hurt quite a bit, especially the frontal cone AoE attack with the shields and the direct blast. If you take either of those, they are going to hurt, and there is a good chance that they could kill you. But all in all, just play it carefully. As long as you recognize the attacks, dodge the shield blasts, and take proper advantage of the openings, you should be able to defeat the commander with ease. So as always, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Boss Strategy Kill series. Of course, up next is going to be the Worshipper. So with that being said, we will see you guys then. And I hope you're all enjoying playing Lords of the Fallen.